So today was pretty much day one of the new agency. I'm not going to be doing a lot of effort into these videos just because the priority isn't to go viral on YouTube or anything. The priority is to get an agency up and running, profitable, making money. And if I do anything else that takes my focus away from doing that, then I'm just costing myself more money in the long run. So if you're looking for fancy documentary style videos, these aren't going to be for you. But if you just want the raw, clean cut, no bullshit versions, then keep watching. But today's day one. I'm going to be trying to do a daily vlog. So whether I work on the agency, whether I don't, I want to do like a daily recap. Maybe at some point I'll start doing like a daily vlog where I film my day and what I'm doing and shit, and then chop it all together and make it look pretty and sexy. But for the moment, I'm just getting the ball rolling, getting things up and running. So that's not going to happen. So I just kind of want to make this because we had our first sort of onboarding call today, and my first sort of game plan call. And like, if you know anything about me, running an agency to me isn't very new. Running a lead gen sort of classic bread and butter style SMMA is quite new, but I had a content agency last year that did quite well. So I'm not really new to this, but I'm by no means a professional. I'm by no means like a guru, whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be, I think it'll be a good journey. I don't think it'll be easy by any means, but I definitely have a head start on most. So agency plan of 2024. I'll show you guys this in a second, but this is just my sort of notebook. You can read that. It's going to be flipped, I don't know, but that's sort of like what I've written down so far. Goal by July 1st this year is 10k per month profit every single month. And the goal by December 31st, end of this year, is 30k per month profit. The reason I put profit and the reason why I'm so adamant about outlining that is because a lot of people get lost in vanity metrics, and revenue is nothing. Like, it doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters is how much cold hard cash clean profit you're taking home every single month. So I'm very adamant in every number that I talk on this channel, in terms of like personal gains, will be in terms of profit, because to be honest, I don't give a fuck about revenue, as long as my profit is clean and at where I want it to be, then I'm happy. So those are the goals that I've got out for this year. My niche, okay, so I had a couple niches down. I had plumbing, roofing, funeral homes, insurance agents, accountants / accounting firms, mortgage brokers, and welding companies. And the reason that I went through some of those is because, one, I've seen people succeed with those types of agencies. And it's not to say that nothing else works. It's just those are the ones that I see the most often, apart from like real estate investors and real estate agents and shit. But I did just want to do something a little bit more outside of the box. Not blue ocean, because I was on a call with Tony Lee, like we were doing our game plan. I don't know if you guys know him, but he was like talking about saturation and stuff, and I don't really believe in saturation. Excuse me. Obviously, it gets to a point where you need to switch it up and add some flair to it, but there will always be, for a niche to be saturated, every single person in that niche needs to magically wake up and have their problem solved. That's just never going to happen. So, if you heard some of those, and I don't know if you can see on my notebook here, here, a couple of those have stars next to them, and those are the ones that I was more inclined to go towards. But ultimately I chose plumbing, and specifically in plumbing, the septic cleaning services niche. One, I don't know why, but I was sitting on my bed last night, and I wanted to go super niche. I wanted it to be very, very niche, so that I could solve one specific problem for one very specific client. And plumbing companies, yes, they all pretty much do the same thing, but so do septic cleaning services, and they are almost a sub-niche of plumbing, okay? So, and then they make a lot of money as well. So that's it's good, because I already know a little bit about that. I've got friends whose parents own septic cleaning companies. I've hung out with them a lot. I know some of the lingo. I know what they do. So it's not something that's brand new to me. I still have to learn, do a little bit of market research, and find out, a bit more. But anything I can do to give myself a little bit of a head start, I'm gonna take. So, and I think this, I haven't clarified this, but a minimum requirement to work with us will be $500,000 a year. Again, I'm not sure how realistic that is, just because I don't know how much they make. I've still got to do a little bit of market research. Like, in saying that, I've literally just hopped off a coaching call, and I haven't got anything super dialed. All I know is my niche, and I've got my offer and stuff structured a little bit. So the offer, there was two options: a free trial or a 30-day money back satisfaction guarantee. I think that's how you word it. My thing is, I'm very money motivated, and if I charge someone, however much I'm charging them, I'll get to that in a second, and I'm gonna find a fucking way to figure out how to deliver that service. I'm gonna find a way how to make it work so that I don't have to refund them that money, because if I have to, then I'm gonna be pissed off. But I'm going to do everything in my power, and if I was to do that for a free trial, then it wouldn't motivate me to do anything. I'd just be like, oh well, fuck them anyway, and maybe that's just a personality problem, but that's just how I function, and that's how it's going to be. So 30-day money back satisfaction guarantee, and I'm going to give them two options on the call. So option one is a bit of just stupid. It just doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make any sense to them. And this is to sort of price anchor the second option. So option one is $0 upfront plus 50% per deal that they do, or per job, and a minimum of $500 ad spend per day. I'm going to down that to like 250 because it just doesn't make sense in my niche. So that's like no one's going to choose that deal because it's stupid. If a company gives me 50% of everything that they'd make, then I'm going to be fucking rich, and no one is going to want to do that. So they're going to look at me and question if I'm insane or not. And then when I drop option two, it sounds a lot better, and it almost sounds like a no-brainer offer. Option two is $2,800 one-time fee plus 2% of jobs plus ad spend, which is a minimum of $50 a day. And that just is so that, the more you spend on ads, the more results you can get, whatever. Obviously, that includes a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. So if they aren't happy after 30 days, give them a refund, and all they've lost is their ad spend and maybe got a couple of leads from it. So it's a very, very, very good offer. I still need to refine it a bit. That isn't finalized. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated with everything as I go. But yeah, that's sort of what I've got now. And the action items that I have to fulfill and that I have to do is market research. Okay, what type of jobs do they want? So how can I speak to them? How can I speak their lingo, their language, to make me sound like a more credible figure instead of just every other marketing agency that gives them a call. Okay. I need to look at other agencies as well. I need to do a little bit of research and dive deep into other agencies, what they do, how they do it, how much they charge, so that I can have an idea of what the market is doing. And if I can figure out how much money they're making, then I can look at it, improve it, build off of that. Third thing, is to make the offer. So refine the offer, make it the best that it possibly can, and this will get refined over time. There's no way you can create an offer just out of thin air without even talking to your ideal prospects. So that'll get refined over time after being on sales calls and coaching calls. Coaching calls as well, and discovery calls, things like that. So. And the fifth thing is getting in touch with them. So cold call or cold text or a combination of both, and just fucking go absolutely balls to the wall and just fucking dial as much as I can. Because the only thing that matters at this point is setting appointments and getting on Zoom calls. Okay, if I can get on Zoom calls, I can close clients. And that is the only thing that matters. I'm not worrying about a website. I'm not worrying about ads, anything now. I'm not going to run ads until I've got my first client from cold calling, because then it is proven. It is a proven offer, and I don't just blow money away on ads. And then the last thing is set up Go High Level. That'll probably come a little bit later on, just because I have no need for it now. But as soon as I get the first client in, then it will be a necessity to launch ads, have their CRM, text automations, email automations, things like that. So lots to do, lots to progress towards, lots to move towards, but yeah, it's exciting. It's a hard sort of thing to grasp, starting from scratch. But I know for a fact that I'm coming back and doing this better than I've ever done it, and better than I could have ever done it, because of the people that I'm working with. So it's going to be a journey. I'm going to try my best to document everything I can on here. And yeah, if I miss a day, then boo-hoo, cry me a river. But yeah, I'll try and be as consistent as possible. So I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.